Hello, my beautiful action takers. I am Jacqueline from actionjacqueline.com, where I help you take action in your life, achieve your goals, and feel amazing in the body and mind that you are in. Today, I'm going to break down Surya Namaskar A for you, also known as Sun Salutation A. And I'm going to break down each pose, and then we're going to try it all together, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I know this is super helpful because there are so many elements in this very foundational flow that usually happens in every vinyasa class that you take. Get excited. Get your mat out, and do me a favor, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It helps me out so much. And if you love this video, then check out my website, actionjacqueline.com. I've got so many great PDF downloads, other types of workouts, and courses for you to up-level your practice. All right, let's get started. Go ahead and start on your knees. We're going to quickly move into downward dog. You can start Surya A from either the top of your mat or downward dog. So for today, we're going to start from downward dog. So place those hands down, press back into downward dog. So right here, we want to already think about pressing our first finger and thumb into the floor. There's so many elements to downward dog that we could literally probably spend an entire day breaking down this pose. But for today, I'm going to give you the essentials. You're going to press through your first finger and thumb. You're going to externally rotate your shoulders, meaning that the triceps are going to try to roll back. So you want to open up across the shoulder blades. Soften around the shoulders and neck, and the arms are slightly hugging in towards each other, so that means that the chest muscles start to turn on. Now I want you to keep all that feeling and push the floor away so that the sides of the body lengthen, the ribs knit together. If you have a hard time understanding the ribs coming together, then you can give a little cough and you should feel the ribs come together. Lower belly squeezes in and the heels press down towards the floor. Good. Now we're going to come up high onto the balls of the toes. I want you to continue lengthening through the sides of the body. Come high to the balls of the toes. And now we're just going to walk ourselves forward towards the top of the mat. Now we're going to find ourselves in Uttanasana, or forward fold. So the weight is going to be over the balls of the toes, meaning that the hips are going to be in line with the heels. So really the weight is evenly distributed, but it's going to feel like it's mainly more on the balls of the toes. Good. Now we're going to come into Ardha Uttanasana. So all that means is a half forward fold. So that means that the crown of the head is going to reach forward. I want you to keep the weight still on the balls of the toes. Spine lengthens long. Reach forward. Take a nice big inhale in, and then exhale, lower the head back down to your forward fold. Good. Inhale. I want you to squeeze the outer hips just slightly so that you can engage the hamstrings and the outer hips. And you're going to reach forward so that you keep the weight on the balls of the toes. Reach forward, reach forward, reach forward. Bring the arms up overhead, and then bring the hands to heart center. Keep hugging the outer hips in towards each other to support the pose. And now we're here in mountain pose. So I want you to just reach the arms down. Toes are together, heels are slightly apart, outer glutes hug together, thighs are pulling up and in, lower belly squeezes in to help neutralize the pelvis and lengthen the lower spine. Again, we knit the ribs in, so give that little cough. That helps to find that knitting sensation here, and the belly still pulls in. Broaden and widen across the collarbone and chest. The crown of the head lifts up high. Good. So that is our Tadasana, our mountain pose. It's an amazing pose that will help you with planks, handstands, literally every single pose. This is an amazing pose to always return back to and work on. Now with a water-like quality, I want you to reach the arms forward, meaning that they're just not going to fly up. I really want you to feel this like as if you're moving through water. Reach the arms up, palms touch, and you can open up the arms or you can bring the hands forward. There really is no right way. If you're in a crowded place or like me, I have this wall here, I'm probably not going to open up the arms forward. I like to keep the palms together because I feel like it keeps my ribs in more. It keeps everything a little bit more integrated into the body. And then what I like to do is focus on reaching my body forward so that my hips stay over my heels as opposed to back here. I'm not folding down here, and see how my toes come up? Try to fold forward so that your hips are squeezing underneath you and you're reaching forward so that the hips stay over the heels. The weight is in the toes and you fold forward that way. That way you fold down in a very supported way as opposed to just kind of, just folding forward and really putting a lot of it in the joints. I like to make sure that the body is supported, so we're using the muscles as we stretch them at the same time. So squeeze the outer hips, meaning this area right here, those glutes, pull the quads up, pull the lower belly up, and lengthen the spine forward so the weight is in the balls of the toes as you come forward. So you're still engaging all of that as we stretch down. Nice job. Inhale, lift up. So come back into your Ardha Uttanasana here. Make sure that the hands are forward enough so that you can reach the chest forward. So the chest and the heart lifts, the shoulders draw down the back, and you're having a slight bit of a back bend in the upper back and the upper spine. So these muscles start to compress together a little bit, work and turn on all of your posture muscles as the shoulders roll down the back. You're still squeezing these outer hips in, and then you lower the head back down. So our feet are working a ton. My little toes are working. The arches of my feet are working. Everything is working here. And now we're going to step it back into our high plank. So you can step it back, or if you're doing handstands, you can jump it back, and I'll go over that in the next round, okay? For right now, let's just step back. Shoulders are over your wrists. You can always modify and come down onto your knees as well. For this one, we're going to be high up on our toes. Make sure that you're not hanging back here. So you want to make sure that the heels are right over the toes. Shoulders are over the wrists. The pointer fingers are straight forward and parallel towards one another. Open up the chest, meaning that the triceps wrap back and the biceps wrap forward. Hug the arms in so the chest muscles and the pec muscles are turned on. Ribs are knitted together. Abs are pulled in. Inner thighs squeeze in. Ankles squeeze in. Nice. Now we're going to shift forward. So we're going to get ready for our chaturanga. So look at how far forward I am. Stretching out the wrist, keeping everything nice and straight as we lower down, squeeze the elbows in towards the midline. They don't go further than 90 degrees. Then you come up onto the tops of the toes and you got to press up. I had to talk really fast so I didn't have to hold it too long. Good job. Push down through the hands so that you can lift the chest up. The body always works in opposition. So the more you push down, the more you can lift. Hug the outer ankles in as the inner thighs roll up. Good. Heart lifts high and press it back to downward dog. Let's take a little breather. So that is a full cycle of Surya Namaskar A or Sun Salutation A. We're going to do that again, and I'm going to show you how you can hop forward. So that was walking forward and walking back. Now I'll add a hop, and then the third time that we do it, I'll show it with a handstand. Okay? It's going to be fun. Here we go. Place the hands down. Come back onto downward dog. All right, let's come up high onto the balls of the toes. Bend the knees and pause right here. So I don't want you to just kind of hang out forward. I really want you to push the floor away. Use the arms. You may need to walk the feet up just a tad if you feel like you're too far away from the hands. That's okay. Make sure that the pointer fingers are still straight forward and parallel to one another. You're really lengthening through the sides of the body. You're looking forward. Good. Bend the knees. Now I want you to kick your feet to your butt. So you come into this little cannonball and you come down. Okay, let's try that again. So bend the knees, so lift high up onto the toes, bend the knees, look forward, stretch through the sides of the body, pull the abs in, and then come on up. Maybe you can hold it, and then carefully step the feet down. Good. If you're not working on handstands yet, then you can try the hop, see what happens, or you can walk it forward. Good. Release the head down into our forward fold. You can check out my website too. I have a program called Get Upside Down that's all about learning handstands. So if you're curious about that, then I'll leave a link below for that. Good, let's come into our Ardha Uttanasana. So lengthen through the spine, lengthen through the crown of the head. Remember the weight is in the toes, lower down. Inhale, squeeze the outer hips in, reach the arms forward and up. Support the body with the outer hip squeezing in, knit the ribs together. With a water-like quality, resist the air as you reach up. Maybe the palms touch. Fold it forward. Bring the elbows in towards each other, towards the midline of the body. Pull the abs in. Lower all the way down. Good job. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Shoulders draw down the back. Spine compresses and supports the heart. Lower down. Now we're going to hop back. When you hop back, you have to land in chaturanga, okay? So bend the knees. Make sure that the hands are really firmly in the ground, pressing into the first finger and thumb. We're going to jump back and land in that chaturanga. Here we go. And jump back. Nice job. Come up onto the tops of the toes there. Press so that the arms become gateways for the heart and chest. Thighs are engaged, abs are in. And press it back. Good job. Let's do that one more time. So you can either walk up, hop up, or you can float it up. Okay? So we're going to come up high onto the toes, bend the knees, look forward, lengthen the arms. Maybe you float up into a handstand. Maybe you can hold. Otherwise, you're just holding your forward fold. Good, and then slowly lower it down. Good, nice job. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Lower the head back down. Keep the weight in the toes. At least just shift it forward. Reach forward. And exhale. Inhale, reach the arms forward and up. Exhale, dive it down. Inhale, lengthen spine and heart forward. Exhale, lower down. Place the palms down, root the hands to the floor. Maybe you're going to jump it back, float it back, whatever you want to do. And then meet me in downward dog. And lower down. Nice job. I'm so proud of you for taking the time to really get to know the fundamentals of yoga. I hope you enjoyed that. Definitely subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. Check out my website, actionjacqueline.com. There's a link right here for you to go over there and check out all the goodies that I have. All right, I will see you next time.